welcome to another adventure, or misadventure as the case may be. It's 6:23 a.m. We've been on the road for almost 3 hours, and we're headed to the White Mountains of New Hampshire. I'm here at the Lincoln Woods trailhead and ready to start a counterclockwise Pemi loop. At the trailhead, the ranger said that the forecast for today is a wintry mix with gusts up to 85 miles an hour. So, be a good idea to have alternate plans. My plan is still to try to see what it looks like up there, but if it looks bad, I'll retreat below the tree line and camp tonight. But I would like to get to Guyette shelter if I can today. Sure looks nasty. About 4 miles in, the trail is easy, no elevation gain. I'm feeling a bit lonely and very nervous about getting up to Guyette today. A lot of climbing, and if there's bad weather, it could be pretty difficult. So there's some nice pretty red leaves, but they're all on the ground. Well, it's starting to rain, so my luck's ending. I'm gonna repack everything in my pack so that it stays dry, and put on my rain jacket and keep going. Making my way up Bond Cliff. The rain drizzled for a little bit, then stopped. Very pretty trail. Nicely hardscaped with rocks, so it's not difficult. Here we go. We're in it. What a view. Well, we're on top of Bond Cliff. And it is surreal with fog and the mountains sort of coming in and out of the fog. There are cairns everywhere, so the trail's really easy to follow, which is fun. It's an alpine environment. It's just fantastic. The colors are just awesome. Really fun to be up here. Ice. Made it to Guyette campsite, and we're in site number 9. And it was started raining right as we got to Guyette, so I had to set the tent up in the rain, and some things got a little wet, but we're mostly dry inside here. Rain seems to have stopped, so maybe we'll go try to hike to West Bond while there's still light. Summit of West Bond. We just from camp we hiked up here just quickly, about maybe 15 minutes. I'm going to go back to camp and eat dinner. Blaze didn't know what we were doing after we got to camp and then left again. It's windy, can't see anything. For dinner tonight, we have couscous and pepperoni. There's some light in the sky. I saw a star briefly, so I'm hoping it clears up today. We're going to hit the trail. Coming up on Mount Guyette above the tree line. Windy and cloudy. Foggy. We're on the top of Mount Zealand. We dropped some gear along the trail and hiked over a mile and a half to tag this summit. It's a gray day, windy, colder than yesterday, but not terrible. Pretty pleasant hike. Well, we're on South Twin and headed to North Twin. It's still foggy, we're not seeing anything. Pretty cool trail, sort of tucked in among the little trees. So we're in the coal between Garfield and Lafayette, and it's getting late in the day, so we're gonna have to find a camp, but it's also still a lot of miles left tomorrow if we don't get a couple more in, so it's a trade-off. I'm gonna keep going for another maybe an hour and see what we find. So we're climbing up Mount Lafayette. We got to camp. We found camp just a little before dark last night at about 5:45, and spent a good night on a bed of moss. Got up at 4, started hiking at 5. It's about 5:30. We're headed up Lafayette. We're at 4,200 feet, and we have another 1,000 feet to go. Trail's good. It's a little tricky in the dark, but not bad. So we're getting to the top of Lafayette. There's just enough light that I can see the cairn at the top. Very eerie, very foggy, slippery, icy almost. I don't know if it's, yeah, it's ice. Cold, foggy, dark. What a day. What a start. Frost is really amazing in the morning light. It's like glowing. Getting to the summit of Lincoln, and it's a foggy, damp, cold morning, but beautiful. We're climbing Mount Liberty. We're almost there. Foggy morning. We just fed Blaze her third meal of the day. She got a double breakfast at 4:30 and lunch at 9:30, so she's doing okay. And I'm doing okay. We've got about 9-10 miles back to the car. And things are looking good. I think we're going to make it. Well, a successful counterclockwise Pemi loop. Great adventure.